Every story of impossible achievement begins the same way. With nothing. With a blank page.
Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper job for lacking imagination. His first studio went bankrupt. A major studio stole his character out from under him. And then, on a train ride home with nothing left, he drew a mouse. That mouse became the most recognized fictional character in history. This is how that happened. Kansas City, 1919. A 17-year-old Walter Elias Disney lands a job as a cartoonist at the Kansas City Star. He doesn't keep it long. His editor lets him go the reason given: he lacked creativity. Not enough imagination for a newspaper. He doesn't stop. He starts his own animation studio, Laugh-O-Gram, and wins contracts producing short fairy tale films. For a moment it works. Then it doesn't. The distributor stops paying. The studio runs out of money. Disney is left nearly broke, eating dog food to survive, before declaring bankruptcy in 1923. 2 failures before age 22. Most people stop here. Disney doesn't even slow down. He moves to Hollywood, starts the Disney Brothers studio with his brother Roy, and creates a new character, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. The series is a hit. Universal Pictures distributes it. Disney thinks he's made it. In 1928, he travels to New York to renegotiate his contract. Instead of a raise, he gets a shock. Universal owns Oswald, not Disney Universal. They've been quietly poaching his animators too. The character he built, the team he trained, gone. Legally taken. He boards a train back to California with no character, no studio staff, and no deal. Most people call that a collapse. Disney calls it a commute. Somewhere between New York and Los Angeles, he starts sketching. A mouse. Ears, big eyes, cheeky expression. He wants to call it Mortimer. His wife Lillian hears the name and shakes her head. She suggests Mickey instead. Mickey Mouse is born on a train ride home from the worst business meeting of Walt Disney's life. Mickey takes off. Steamboat Willie, the first synchronized sound cartoon, is released in 1928 and changes animation forever. Disney now has momentum. But he wants more. He announces he's making an animated feature film. A full-length movie. Hollywood laughs. The press calls it Disney's folly. The idea was considered absurd. Audiences would never sit through a feature-length cartoon. His own wife thought he'd lost his mind. Banks refused to fully fund it. He mortgaged his house to finish production. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs opens in December 1937. Critics who called it a folly are scrambling to revise their reviews by January. It becomes the highest-grossing film of 1938. In today's money, it earns over $1.8 billion at the box office. At the Academy Awards, Disney receives 1 full-size Oscar and 7 miniature ones, 1 for each dwarf. The audience gives him a standing ovation. The folly grossed more than any film that year. The skeptics had nothing left to say. Here's one you've probably heard. Walt Disney was cryogenically frozen after his death in 1966, his body stored somewhere beneath Disneyland, waiting to be revived when science catches up. It's a great story. It fits the myth perfectly. It's completely false. Walt Disney died of lung cancer on December 15, 1966, and was cremated 2 days later. The cryonics rumor didn't even start until years after his death. The first known human cryonics case was Dr. James Bedford frozen in January 1967, a month after Disney died. The myth persists. because it's the story people want for him. Which honestly says more about Walt Disney's legacy than the truth does. Walt Disney was fired for lacking imagination. His first studio went under. His best character was stolen from him in a boardroom while he thought he was getting a raise. Every single one of those failures pointed directly to the next chapter. The newspaper firing led to animation. The bankruptcy led to Hollywood. The Oswald theft led to Mickey. The Folly led to the highest-grossing film of the year. He didn't succeed despite the setbacks. He succeeded through them each loss, forcing a pivot that ended up being the better move. The editor who fired him for lacking creativity never got a statue. Disney got 2-1 at Disneyland, 1 at Disney World, both of them with Mickey Mouse by his side. This is episode 84. The man who lacked imagination built the most recognizable fictional universe in human history. Follow for 85.
With the loan approved, the studio pushes through. The final months of production fleff, day and night. 3 years of production, hundreds of animators. Every technique invented as needed. The critics who called it a folly are revising their reviews. The prose is apologetic. From a Kansas City newspaper corridor to the most recognized fictional universe on Earth, one pencil, one person. Bills. It always does, for the person who keeps the pencil moving.
He walks into the Carthay Circle Theater on the night of December 21st, 1937.
The Snow White premiere audience, Hollywood's toughest crowd. They weep. Every single one of them.
And then the screen fills with color and music and a voice singing in the forest, and nobody in the theater makes a sound.
At the 1939 Academy Awards, he receives a special Oscar, 1 full-size statuette, and 7 miniature ones.
The audience gives him a standing ovation. The skeptics have nothing left to say.
From nothing is what he actually was, not what was said about him. What he built. The blank page fills. It always does, for the person who keeps the pencil moving.